Okay, I just left off on 15 on exercises 10-4. I had a knock on my door, but let me finish this one up. So I was talking about in the last video, what the heck did I do? Oh yeah, okay, so 360 minus 54 minus 130 minus 110 left me with j to k is 66. Now, when I look at how this angle L opens up to this arc M to K, that arc right there is 120 degrees, the blue one that I just did. So what that means then is, if I have to work back in, 120 divided by 2 is going to tell me that this is 60 degrees. So 60 degrees equals 3 times A. Now if 60 degrees equals 3 times A, divide both sides by 3, A is 20 degrees. Now, let's see what we can do to figure out what B is. So this one looked like it wanted to be that opposite angles are supplements, but it really is a different relationship. So 4B right here opens up to these two arcs. This angle opens up to the 66 and the 110. 110 plus 66 is going to tell me that that arc out here is 176. When I divide it by 2, I'll get back to the angle. When I divide it by 2, I get 88. So 4 times B equals 88. Divide by 4. B is 22 degrees. Cool. Now, number 16. I don't remember the theorem number, and I don't see it on our page, but I do know that if I have a triangle whose hypotenuse is a diameter of a circle, that it's a right triangle. So in 16, 3x has got to be equal to 90 degrees. So that's going to make x equal to 30 degrees. Now, if this angle right here is 90 degrees, the other angle here is 34, 180 minus 90 minus 34 is going to leave me with 56 degrees for the angle Z. 2 times y equals 56 degrees. So when I divide by 2, y is 28. Now, I'm going to go on to the next. So I'll just have to label this video up that I picked up on. Let me put a note to myself when I come back. I'm going to go on to the last section, actually, all of our circles. The equation for the equation of a circle is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals the radius squared, where h and k are the center. HK is the center of the circle. R is the radius. For problem number 3, the center is sitting at 0, 0. The radius is 1, 2. The radius is 2. So x minus 0 squared plus y minus 0 squared equals 2 squared. We can simply write this as x squared plus y squared equals 4. Number 4, the center. Ooh, this is going by 3s. This is a good one. The center is at -3, -3. It's going by 3s. I bet you it's going to catch some. -3, -3. The radius is going by 3s. 3, 6, 9. The radius is 9. This equation will be x minus -3, which turns into x plus 3 squared, plus the quantity y minus -3, y plus 3 squared equals 9 squared, which is 81. Number 5. I'm going to come below here. No, I'm going to go over here. 5. A center at 0, 0, radius is 7. X squared plus y squared equals 7 squared, which is 49. Number 6. A circle with a center at 4, 1. X minus 4, that quantity squared. Y minus 1, that quantity squared. The radius is 5. 5 squared is 25. Number 7, the center's at -3 and 4. X minus -3 makes for x plus 3. Plus y minus 4, that quantity squared as well, equals the radius squared. 1 squared is 1. 8. Circle has a center at 3, 5 and a radius of 7. X minus 3, that quantity squared, plus y minus -5, which will make y plus 5. That's equal to 7 squared, which is 49. Now, in the last group of problems here, write the standard of equation of the circle, what they give us is the center, but not the radius. But we can find radius easily by using the distance formula between the center and a point on the circle. This is going to be 6, this is going to be 0. The radius is going to be 0 squared plus 6 squared. That's going to be the square root of 36. The radius is going to be 6. If the center is at 0, 0, and the radius is 6, the equation is going to be x squared plus y squared equals 6 squared, which is 36. Final answer for that one. 10. The center is at 1, 2. A point on the circle is 4, 2. How far apart? I've got 3's and 0's. The radius is going to be 3 squared plus 0 squared. That's going to be the square root of 9. The radius is 3. Again, the center was at 1, 2. X minus 1, that quantity squared, plus y minus 2, that quantity squared, equals the radius squared. 3 squared is 9. Last but not least, number 11, the center's at 0, 0. A point on it is at 3, negative 7. How far apart are going to get us our radius? Radius is going to be 3 squared plus 7 squared. That's going to be the square root of it, 9 and 49. That's going to be, wait a minute, 3 squared is 9, 7 squared is 49. That's going to be the square root of 58. I'm going to just write the radius as the square root of 58. When I go take that value, I know it's going to be a decimal because 58 is not a perfect square. And then if I